Hello guys, welcome back to Mr. Cloudbook channel. Today in this video, I am going to explain an industry level high availability cluster setup using the one open source that is called KubeOne. So this is I am explaining in the AWS, so how to set up and everything, and watch till the end, and you will also learn to know how to set up the simple high availability cluster using the open source. So very easy to understand. Okay. So what is the tool? KubeOne is the open source, okay. And if you search for directly KubeOne, there is a Kubernetes KubeOne. So this is the GitHub page. You can read it everything here. Kubernetes KubeOne automate cluster operation on all your cloud and on-premises, edge and IoT environments. So this is continuously upgrading day by day, and you can read it from here everything. And if you see the official page as well. So here for the other installation methods, you can click on here getting KubeOne guide, then you can go it here. If you see the architecture, okay, and you will get here, okay, full detail, everything is provided here. So how to set up, to where we can set up and everything. So getting KubeOne, like the architecture, you can see, read it from here, everything like concepts and everything. And Kubernetes Terraform, we need the Terraform here because it uses the Terraform files automatically to create a simple cluster requirements, and you can read it from here. Infrastructure management and everything is provided here automatically. You can see that the ports that we need to open 6443 2379 for the HCD, 80 for HCD, like API server, scheduler, and like that. And support policy, you can read it from here itself. Tutorials here, how to, and creating a Kubernetes cluster here. And you can see that it's supported by the AWS, Azure, DigitalOcean, Google Cloud, Hesner, OpenStack, Packet, VMware. So this particular open source supporting everything, anywhere you can create the simple cluster using these particular things. Okay. So this is the step one. You can see it here, downloading the KubeOne. So I already have the steps here. So what I will do is I'll just copy it. Before that, let me connect to my server. So can I take one server? Okay. So T2 medium. So I'm using for the just example purpose. You can do it from your local as well. Connect to the system. Yes. So I'll update the system and everything. Sudo apt update. So you have to take one server, or you can install it on your local machine as well. That is up to you. But I'm using the simple Ubuntu server and to set up the simple high availability cluster. Okay. And you can come here. So the same steps whatever they are providing here, so I'm using the same step here. And if you see downloading a KubeOne, it downloads the simple commands, okay, like the what is the KubeOne version 1.9, it will download automatically. Okay, so they have the different versions here. You can see the different versions as well. And here I have my own blog as well. I completed that one setup, and the commands will be same as this, but there will be some kind of difference there. So what I will do is I will just copy this one. Okay, I'll paste it and install, and it will. Okay, let's install the unzip. I don't have it. Sudo apt install unzip on my system -ny. That is done. So it's installed very fastly. Clear the screen and again up arrow and download the KubeOne. Okay, so it will download and it will unzip also. Okay, you can see that everything is unzipped and everything. It's downloaded the 1.9.1. Okay, let me clear the screen and you can see it from here itself. So this is the KubeOne. Okay, let's try to go inside that one and ls. So we have everything here, add-ons, examples and everything. So if you go to the examples, okay, so here we have the Terraform folder. So that's why we need to install the Terraform. Let's go into the Terraform, and if you see, we have everything here: AWS dual stock, Azure, DigitalOcean, GCE, Google, Hesner. So first of all, clear the screen. Let's go to the home and Ubuntu first of all, because we need to install the Terraform, right? So and next we need to download the Terraform. You can use this one, or you can directly go to the this one. Okay, open a new tab and Terraform install. Give this one, and you can directly go to the first page. And if you go come down little bit, you have the every command here. Okay, so you can see it from here itself. Manual installation, homebrew on Mac OS, Linux, like that. You can copy these commands. Okay, so copy this on Linux and install. Do the ASICorp GPG key. I'll add this one. Okay, that is done. And you can do this if you want to. or you can directly come here. Okay, you can add this one as well, sudo apt update, and install the Terraform. So just paste it, and I'll update it system once, and I'll copy this Terraform. Okay, so what I'll do, this one. So I installed the Terraform here. That is done. Let's see Terraform is there or not. Okay, you can see that Terraform is installed automatically. Okay, so these are the simple steps you have to install. Otherwise, they are providing the simple command also to install the Terraform. And once you install it, you have to unzip it again. Okay, and then move it to the this particular location. So user bin slash local bin to that one. Okay. So next, where you want to set up the particular cluster. Okay, AWS, Azure, distillation like that. So if you are creating this one on your AWS, we need to install the AWS CLI as well. Just copy it and come here, paste it here. So they are not explaining here in this one. Okay, that's why I'm creating the own blog here. So installed, if you can see AWS hyphen version here. So that is done 2.227. And next we need to set up the IAM account as well. Here we need to create a one simple user. So we need to use this AWS access key, secret access key. And why it needs this one means, so this particular instance server will talk to that particular IAM. Okay. So duplicate tab. So what I will do is I will directly go to the IAM user here. And here what I will do, I will search for IAM and enter. So I have one user, but I will create one more. Okay. Create user. So what is the user? KubeOne. If you provide the name KubeOne, click on next and attach policies directly. And you can attach anything, but I'm using the administrator access. You can provide EC2 full access and AKS full access if you want. And if you go down, click on next, create user. So this is the one I created now, KubeOne. Okay. So what I will do is I will select this one, KubeOne. And what I will do is I will go to the security credentials. Here, if you see access keys is 0. So create access key and command line interface. I understand. And next, and create access keys, and you will get this one. So what I have to do is I have to use this one, AWS configure is a command. Okay, I'll use this one, enter, and secret key, paste it. Okay, region that is up to you. Okay, I'll keep it as it is for now. I don't close that tab. So here that is done, or you can use this one. Okay, you can provide like this. Okay, export like that. That is up to you. And we need to create an infrastructure key here. Okay, SSH hyphen keygen. To create a one key pair, we need to create one key pair in order to connect to your worker node. Okay, so that is done. Clear the screen, and we will use the examples in that particular one. Okay, we need to go dot cube, sorry, directly KubeOne. So in examples, we have the Terraform, cd Terraform. So I am going to provide for the AWS, right? See, I'm going to go into this particular folder, cd AWS. Clear the screen. If you provide ls-la here, so we have everything here. See, main.tf, output.tf, variables.tf, versions.tf. Every file is there. Okay. So if you want to update any value, you can go to the main.tf here. So you can read it here, everything what it's creating and everything. First of all, it's create a simple VPC and everything will be created automatically. So you can see that subnets, how many subnets creating and everything they provide here. So come out of it. So it's better to show here in this particular file. So in the examples, go to the Terraform, go to AWS and go to main.tf file, and you can read it here everything. Okay. So if you come down, it's creating automatically some groups. Okay. This is the security groups it's creating. And if you come down, you can see that Cube API, it creates one load balancer and one SSH key. So that's we are providing, and one IAM role. Whatever it needs, it's automatically create from itself. Okay. Control plane instances, how many control planes it will create. Okay. And if you come out of it, and there is a variables.tf file. So if you go down and you can see it here, okay, which instance it's using, control type using T3 medium. So what is the volume size? 100. So better to reduce it to T2 medium for your work case. Okay, make it to 30, volume also bastion type, that is up to you, 3 micro like that one. And if you wanted to, so everything is provided here. You can see that how many worker nodes you need and everything is provided here automatically. And you can change anything here if you want to edit something. Okay, I don't want the 3 kind of nodes. You can edit it here itself. Okay, so this is the one. So you have to better to understand this one. Okay, before trying everything, read these particular files. Okay, so I have this one, right? So AWS, what I will do is I will directly provide the command terraform init. Okay, let me clear the screen and init. Okay, so it will initialize everything in the backend and everything. Okay, you can see that terraform has been successfully initialized. So what I will do is next we need to create a simple tf-vars file. So because we need to provide a name for your cluster. Okay, so I'll just copy this name and we created the key, right? Key pair for this use case. So because we are telling that, so use this particular key pair only, public key file, so I can connect to my servers whenever I need. And this is the cluster name. Whatever the cluster name you want, you can provide here. Okay, so come out of it. And next we need to do the plan. So you can see here, okay, to Terraform that files can be also used to customize properties such as instance size. You can change the everything here. Okay, if you provide an instance size here, it will automatically change there. Okay, so you have to understand this concept everything clearly before trying this one. But I'm explaining how to set up the simple cluster. Okay, so you can see that how many it will create. It will create automatically 20 maybe here. You can see that it's creating the 20. Okay, let me clear the screen. So come here. So we have the apply command. So once plan is done, you have to provide apply. So it will take some time. We need to provide s and enter. So it will take some time to create everything. Okay. So I'll explain in a one detailed way. So because it will create a VPC, subnets, and whatever the IAM roles, VPC policies, IAM policy, IAM role policies, CIDR, and whatever it needs, everything is created automatically. AWS control plane. So you can see it from everything here. See security group it's creating. So it will create for both, okay, like to connect to your worker node, everything. So whatever the 6443, it's created the 3 hosts here, that is like the worker nodes. Okay, so that is done, but this is not completed yet. Okay, this command will create the all the infrastructure needed to get started. Okay, so it will only create a simple load balancer and everything, and 20 will be added here automatically, and you will get this all. So next what we have to do is we have to copy the output, okay, whatever the output we are getting to a JSON format into particular tf.json. So if you cat tf.json and you can see everything. So whatever the output we are getting from that particular thing we are providing here into the tf.json file. Okay. So clear the screen. Provisioning the cluster. So we have to provide this because there will be a different of commands here. Okay, you can see that. So terraform plan apply everything is same, but there will be different for GCP, and you can see that provisioning the cluster. So they are using this one directly. Okay, Azure as DigitalOcean, there will be different commands. Okay, see for Azure there is a different cloud and everything is there. So AWS we have this one, GCE we have this one. So it will be changed by the provider. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to create one file, vi kubeone.yaml, right click, copy it. So I created it. So you can come and copy this one directly. Okay. I'm using the same thing there and paste it. So this will create the Kubernetes cluster with 1.29. So if you want 1.31, that is up to you. You can change this one also. So 31.0. Okay. I want the latest version. Come out of it. And let's see whether it's supporting or not. Okay, it's still supporting 1.30. Okay, let me update it back. So because if it's not there, waste of time. Okay, so 30 I am going to use update. These are supporting the versions. You can see 1.8 supporting up to 1.29. Maybe I don't know 1.29. They didn't update it here. Right? Okay, next we need to give this one. Okay, KubeOne apply. So this is the file we created and whatever the output we got from the Terraform. Okay, so just copy this command and paste it here. And remember this, you will get this particular kind of issue. Okay, error configuration validation, no env is found. Okay, so we have to use the export command and provide this. Okay, I'll copy it. So whatever the secrets is there on my AWS configure will automatically read by this particular command, export AWS access key. So this is here, I already set in the AWS configure, read that one. Okay, and next this one, I'll provide these commands. Okay, no need to worry about it. Whatever the secret access key I provide in the AWS configure will automatically read here. Okay, that is done. Let's try to apply again. And you can see that you will get this particular kind of issue, SS authentication sock issue. So cancel it and clear the screen. So this is not provided by these guys. Okay, and they are creating directly. So that is where I created one of the solution here. Okay, so you have to add this one agent correctly on your worker here. So next we need to add this particular environment variables. We have to add the authentication ID as well for your agent, and next we need to verify the keys and add the keys. That is done. So you have to provide the certain permissions. Okay, that is done. So you have to use these commands I will provide, no need to worry about it. So these are all to create a fresh agent, add SSH keys, and this is also needed. So if you're facing extra issues, then you try to run this one. Okay, if not, you can directly go here and copy this command and paste it and enter. It will take some time, like nearly up to 5 to 10 minutes to create a simple Kubernetes cluster. Okay, with the worker nodes and everything, you have to provide S here. Okay, enter. I will skip it, so doesn't need to waste the time for the video. Okay, this is done. And if you come up here and you can see that first of all, it will determine the host name, operating system, host probes, and installs the required prerequisites, and creating the environment file and configuring the proxy, installing the KubeOne. So this is using also KubeOne setup and installing the KubeOne and downloading the uploading the config files, determining the Kubernetes, pause image, pre-flight checks. So everything will be provided here. You can see that joining the control plane node, so running the pending CSR and restarting the unhealthy API servers if needed. So if there are any unhealthy API servers it found, it will restart, and patching the static pod means like Kubernetes API scheduler, kubelet, etcd scheduler like that. So control manager. So downloading the kube config and local backup and everything add-ons which is needed, core DNS, metric server, and everything. See, and these are all the certificates and everything provided by here. Okay, so this is how it will take 5 minutes. And once that is done, and you can see it here as well. So this is the kube config. So configuring the cluster. So if you want to configure, you have to give this command. Okay, this is done. So you have to provide this command. Okay, what is the cluster config name? So if you provide ls here, and you can see that last time we don't have this many files. Okay, after applying we will get this one. So what I will do is I will copy this one. Okay, so what I will do, copy, so KubeOne, so 2 dot cube. Okay, sorry, not here, kubectl is not installed, that is the issue. Let's try to install it. First of all, I provided the commands here to install the simple kubectl on this particular server. Okay, so it will take some time, like little bit of 5 to 30 seconds. It will install everything. That is done. So let's try to see kubectl, it's there or not. Okay, there. So what I'll do is I will add this one. Okay, KubeOne automatically download the config. So we need the admin configuration in order to see the, okay, if you provide, so it will get this issue. That's why where we got this particular kube config. So this is the important one key for to check the everything like nodes and everything. So if you provide hyphen kube config equals to KubeOne. Okay, let me delete it and let's see. And you can see that it's working fine now. How many there? 3 control plane. High availability means we have 3 master nodes and 3 worker nodes. So whenever one control plane is down, it will automatically elect the another control plane as the important main worker master node. Okay. So this is how it will work. So if you don't want to provide this kube config every time, so you have to export like this. Okay. But I don't want this. I'll just copy this one. Okay. What is the file? Sorry, not this one. I'll move this one. Okay. Kube config to dot cube. Let's see. Let's dot maybe here home slash dot cube. Okay. So to config. Okay. So if I provide directly, let's see, kubectl get nodes. So now it's working. Okay. So what I did, I just copied this config into this particular config path. So we have the running high availability cluster. Okay. So let's see the pods. Okay. So by default, we have so many pods here. You can see that AWS control manager, everything. Okay. It will create automatically API server, control manager, scheduler, snapshot, operating system, everything will be here. Okay. So if you want to run single pod, you can give this one hyphen nginx hyphen image equals to nginx. Okay, that is done. kubectl get pods. Okay. Say that it's creating. So it will take 5 to 15 seconds to create pod, and you can see that it's running. Okay. So this is the high availability cluster setup for the using the open source, which is having everything here. You will get like this one. Okay, conclusion, they are providing everything if you want to read, and you can read it from here. And if you want to remove, okay, I don't want this cluster anymore, so how can I have to remove? So upgrading the cluster. So if you are wanted to upgrade your cluster to different version, you have to use this one. Okay, upgrade machine deployment is the command. So it will update the machines to the different version. Force upgrade is there. So that is up to you. Unprovisioning the cluster means to remove the cluster. So what you have to do is you have to copy this command, okay, and paste it here. So what it will do, it will remove everything. So whatever we created till now, it will remove everything. So I am also destroying it. You can see that this command will permanently destroy the Kubernetes cluster running on this one. So I did set up the cluster and now I am destroying the cluster as well. Okay. So which cost the highest usage? I mean like the highest cost will be there. You have to pay it. I just wanted to show how to set up the simple highest availability cluster using the simple open source. Okay. And if you want to remove the Terraform state, and you can use this command. Okay. That is the simple one. So I'll just use this one. You can see that kubectl get nodes, and I provided the same things here as well. So destroy is as well. So I will do this one. So this is the high availability cluster setup. I will add a simple blog also. So with the issues that we faced here. Okay. So what is the left is here Terraform destroy enter. So it will destroy everything whatever we created till now. Okay. And you can see that it will delete everything. Okay. So we have to provide S here. Okay. Yes, I want to delete it. So I will skip this part as well. So once deletes, I will delete this particular IAM user. You can see that destroy complete resource 20 created and 20 destroyed. And let me delete this one as well. Okay, done. Okay, continue. So I don't want it. However, let's go to the users. I'll delete the both as well. I don't need both. I'll delete it. So let me delete users. Okay, I'll close this. However, it will delete. And I'll delete this one as well. This instance, which is not needed. Okay. I hope you understand how to set up the simple cluster high availability one. Okay. So if you want to add more add-ons, you have to read the complete one here. Okay. If you see add-ons, so there are so many things here. They are adding the add-ons. Okay. Try to read them if you wanted to. Okay. Thanks for watching the video and keep on supporting to Mr. Cloudbook channel.